Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day number 2 of the Alliance Coliseum versus Juggernaut. Now, a lot of people asked me yesterday why Symbiote Supreme is not mentioned, because Symbiote Supreme was for me on the second day because there is one tag that he fulfills. So for the extra damage, I kept him for day number 2. Now, before I jump in and explain how it works, let's look at the boss nodes. The first one is going to be foreseen consequences. So underneath your health bar, there is going to be a blue icon with a cooldown that will give you either number 1 or number 2. You will have to match your special attacks with that. Once you do that, you are going to deal true damage to the opponent. If you miss that, you're going to give power, and there is a warning that you might push him to an SP3. Next one is going to be clean slate. So whenever Juggernaut is going to use a special attack, he is going to go debuff immune for 4 seconds, and this duration reduced by 2 seconds for every debuff on him. The other one is power armor. You don't need to worry about it, so that is mostly about the nodes you have to take care about. Today the tags are going to be your villain, metal, and control counter. And now if you're using Symbiote Supreme, the best way to do this fight is to just simply build up to an SP3 and start spamming that. It's okay in between if you get hit by an SP3 from Juggernaut. That's fine, that's part of it, you will tank it. Just keep throwing your SP3s. Make sure that you have MD 5x5, that is Mystic Dispersion, and you can also bring in the relic of Scarlet Witch if you like. Just make sure you have Mystic Dispersion 5x5. Now what happens though, once you get 3 to 4 of those SP3s going, that means that whenever you're going to nullify one armor on the opponent, you're going to gain power and you're going to shoot up to an SP3 again. So you're going to keep spamming the SP3 over and over again, and you will be able to take down at least 150 health bars quite comfortably. Even if you have a rank 1, go for it, because a lot of people are going to use him and to gain all of that extra damage. Otherwise you're going to get behind in the Alliance Coliseum kind of rankings if you're pushing for it. So I would say, even if you have a rank 1 Symbiote Supreme, go for this she strategy and get as many health bars down as possible. Now the next attacker I would suggest is going to be a Mojo, and he is one attacker that will fulfill all 3 tags: villain, metal, and control counter, and he'll be able to take down a lot of health bars. Now with him, it's very simple. You just keep following the prompts that he gets to make sure that he gets all of his audience up, and then make sure that when you throw your special attacks, you keep an eye on the foreseen consequences counter just below your health bar, because it can be very easy when you're getting so much power. You can throw different specials, so just be careful about that. If you overshoot to an SP2 and the counter says SP1, just get to a special 3 and throw that out, because that wouldn't affect anything. So you have to be careful about how do you use the power all the extra power gain in the right way. Another thing you can do, that always use special when the defender is below at or below 1 bar of power. So even if he gets like a little bit of power gain from the foreseen consequences node, you don't push Juggernaut to an SP3 and you don't die. So that is another way to deal with it. But then Mojo is a really great option with all 3 tags, and all you need to do is to build up those missions, and once you have at least 5 of them, you start dealing some really good damage. And the best part, he heals up also, so he's very sustainable. So all of these champions that I've given you, they can comfortably take down 10 to 15 bars, and you can get your respectable score. What I usually aim for is podium level 3 and 1 million score from one champion, and end up with 5 million at the end of the Alliance Coliseum. That's usually good enough for me. So all of these options that I'm giving you is with that in mind, and all the best ones I could find in the pool. Now, how can you forget Crossbones? Crossbones is one of those champions who is deceptively amazing and can dish out a lot of damage. I didn't even realize in this fight I was able to take down 13 health bars very quickly before I died. So, for this fight is just keep it very simple. Just use your regular medium light attacks with Crossbones and keep building up those furies. Dash back also in between and hold your block so you can get the overrun furies. And then make sure you push Juggernaut to an SP2. It's much more easier to evade and the spacing is good for you to punish with a heavy attack. I would say just try to punish more and more with the heavy attack, even with the parry and heavy when it's available, because that is going to help you keep up the furies. The more the furies, the more damage you're gonna do. Now, I'm showing you a gameplay footage that's not one of the best. I am not very good at Crossbones and how to managing his furies, but I'm sure, you know, one of you guys can do it way better and get way more damage. Even with that, I was able to get to like 25 furies, and I ended up taking down 13 to 14 health bars. So Crossbones is really cool. He's also a villain and he's also a metal. So he's going to work super well for this path, for this day. So if you use him, let me know in the comment section. And actually, let me know what is the champion that you used and how many health bars did you get against Juggernaut Alliance Coliseum Day 2. Another great option I'm going to give you is going to be a White Tiger. My White Tiger is a rank 3 and also ascended. She works really well for this fight because she does not depend on debuffs of the opponent and not even the buffs. And she gains a lot of power in this fight, or you can easily spam your SP2s and you can watch the opponent melt in every single health bar. And one very quick thing though, I am running Mystic Dispersion 5x5. So that might be also be affecting that, but other than that, she is just awesome to deal that damage. You will get back-to-back SP2s after a little bit, you know, you go into the fight and look at that SP2 again. We're gonna wait Juggernaut to throw SP2. Here's another one, and then another one is ready. And you just keep getting SP2s and you keep spamming. And if you go unblockable, then you spam even more. So that is going to be the whole fight with White Tiger. Super fun. Just keep throwing your SP2s. Make sure that when Juggernaut is an SP2, let him throw that out as well, so you don't push him to an SP3. But super chill fight. I did make a mistake in the end because my power steal wasn't enough to reduce Juggernaut from 3 bars of power, and I died in the end. Because this was the most fun fight I had in all of this today, number 2. Very close to Symbiote Supreme as well, but because here you know, you got more damage and more like cycling in SP2, so this is probably a much more fun fight for me. But White Tiger, if you have her, she is going to really destroy, and if you play better than me, you can definitely get 15 to 20 bars. And the final champion I would suggest you, as always, is going to be an Onslaught. Now, Onslaught, everybody knows how the mechanics work. For the SP1, you can just block the SP1 and then punish with a heavy. That will help you with the pause on the degen and also everything else. For the SP2, is very much more easier. Just dash back or twice, and until he finishes animation, throw your heavy attack, and you can pause your debuffs. Now all of these debuffs are going to be passive, so they cannot be removed with debuff immunity. That is going to be procced, and you will be able to stack all of those magnetize and all of those charges and also the degen and keep it going. Now I didn't play really well and I died very quick, but I had to get the options video out, so I'm using this one. But I'm sure quite easily you can get to 15-20 health bars with Juggernaut. So yeah, those are the MVP options from my side. If I missed out anybody, let me know what option did you use and how it was great. I have been trying with Madeline prior, she works good too. Baron Zemo is another option that works really well for me. So all of these options that I've given you are going to work. Let me know in the comment section which one worked for you and how many bars did you take down. And I'll see you tomorrow on the day 3 of Alliance Coliseum. Bye.